Well, in today's broadcast, I have a rather shocking admission coming from the Pentagon. Not only that, but we've got some death threats and warrants, specifically arrest warrants that have been issued against Donald Trump that I just kind of want to bring in light of what's going on. But before I do, check out my sponsor at lisahavengold.com. You see, silver's appeal lies in its rarity and its worth, and it's very important in today's economy in light of everything that's going on. You see, silver is used in a wide range of technologies, including renewable energy sources like solar panels. And that is why setting up a financial future with a silver IRA from Noble Gold Investments is such a brilliant idea. Every month, every qualifying IRA over $20,000 or higher gets this magnificent silver eagle bullion coin that you see on the screen here, and I'll blow that up for you. If you want more advice on how to do that, get to lisahavengold.com, fill out the form there, and hit the submit button, and they'll send you a free gold and silver investment guide. With that, if you want more information, click the more button or click in the description box below. All right, so let's dive into this shocking admission by our United States Pentagon. Take a look at where I found it here, and this is on zerohedge.com. The Pentagon claims that Iran is but 12 days away from nuke material for a bomb. Now, this was dropped by the Undersecretary of Defense, Colin Call. Take a listen to what he says here.
Well, because Iran's nuclear progress since we left the JCPOA has been remarkable. Back in 2018, when the previous administration decided to leave the JCPOA, it would have taken Iran about 12 months to produce one bomb's worth of fissile material. Now it would take about 12 days. And so I think there is still the view that if you can resolve this issue diplomatically and put constraints back on their nuclear program, it is better than the other option.
Now, I don't know the validity of that statement, but that is our Undersecretary of Defense stating that there. But what I do know is that other officials are out there stating that Iran is not stockpiling any uranium enriched beyond 60%. So there's some conflicting things there. But either way, if what he's saying is actual fact, it's a terrifying thought to think that materials for a bomb can be made in Iran in about 12 days' time as opposed to 12 months' time before, which means if we are looking at potential war, which we are, unfortunately, with Russia, America, and China and America, some kind of world war, I would assume that Iran would jump in on, well, Russia's bandwagon there. In fact, let me show you this article. They're already sending suicide drones into Ukraine, according to reports. Take a look here. This is on Bongino report. Iran's suicide drones are deployed, but where are they at? The article goes on. A lack of Iranian-made kamikaze drones has been spotted in Ukraine since mid-February. The UK defense minister assessed this week. Russian forces have blown through the stockpile of precision-guided missiles and other munitions since the onset of the Ukraine invasion, making the possibility that its once fruitful arsenal of lethal drones may be suffering from a similar shortage. The defense minister's report noted that Ukrainian forces took out at least 24 Iranian-designed Shahad 137 UAVs in the first half of February, indicating these killer drones remain a weapon of choice for Russian troops. In other words, Iran is providing at least these drones to Russia during this wartime. Not only that, but Iran also indirectly issued information to the U.S. regarding missiles that they have. And here it is, FoxNews.com. Iran says new long-range cruise missiles can strike United States ships within 1,000 miles. This is a direct, say, superficial threat, if you will, from Iran to the U.S. And what I find interesting about that particular part regarding these missiles is at that very same time that they released that statement, they also said that they wanted to, well, kill Donald Trump and Mike Pompeo. Take a look at this FoxNewsArticle.com. Iran reissues yet another threat to kill Trump, Pompeo, for Solomon death when announcing a long-range cruise missile. Now, what I want to add to that particular threat against Donald Trump there and Mike Pompeo is the fact that a couple of years ago, Iran actually also issued, well, an arrest warrant for Donald Trump. Take a look at this Fox News article. Iran issues arrest warrant for Trump over Solomon killing. U.S. calls it a propaganda stunt. Now, in addition to that, I believe Iraq also, a judge in Iraq also issued an arrest warrant for Trump a few years after that as well. Either way, there is a lot of tension, and that's a really bold move by Iran to, issue these arrest warrants, and not only that, but make these threats with missiles and then have the capability reportedly within 12 days to build some kind of weapon. Now, the issue that I have with all of this is we know right now we've got tensions between the United States and Russia and the United States and China. And if there were some kind of world war, I believe we would see Russia, Iran, and China team up, which is biblical, by the way. There's a lot of stuff in the Bible regarding that, which is just something that I think we need to really watch in light of what's going on with the war. And speaking of the war and how the Pentagon made some shocking admissions, here's another shocking admission that the Pentagon made regarding the war in Ukraine and Russia. Take a look. And this is on the republicanbrief.com, and it's headlined, Pentagon admits that Russia captured American weapons in Ukraine. It goes on to state this, and I quote, the Pentagon admitted that Russia had captured American weapons in Ukraine, according to one whistleblower, as the media is reporting that Congress is suspicious of fraud in the grifting of American weapons to Ukraine, making the situation in the region even more confusing. Now, they're saying that there's no evidence of that. However, it's in the early stages, and they're still investigating it. That's according to what they are stating from the Pentagon. But either way, it's interesting that they're actually admitting something like that on a superficial level, especially in light of everything that's going on. But look, if you really want to know what's going on with everything, get to restrictiverepublic.com. I have exclusive content. We've really been following what's going on in the war there. And all these exclusive videos, you're not going to get anywhere else. They're exclusive to Restrictive Republic. And you can see some of the stuff that we talk about here. And you want to get there because we're supported by you and no one else. We don't get funded by billionaires or millionaires. And on top of that, the news that you're getting here on YouTube, it's not free. You're paying for it by being brainwashed into what they need you to hear. So get to Restrictive Republic. Use the coupon code FOREVER50 to get it for $50 a year. And that's an amazing code, but that's a one-time payment for the entire year, $50 for the entire year. So check it out at restrictiverepublic.com. Anyhow, I love all of you. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.